Hi, I just thought I'd do a little vlog today, sort of showing you challenging the fear food, as I am going to go into a cafe that does homemade cakes and they scare me. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to do that. I'm really sorry about the sun. It's actually not as warm as it may seem. It's freezing outside and it's October, but I thought I'd just come and take you with me, and you might help me out with a bit of accountability and make sure I actually do it, because I'm a bit scared at the moment and I'm weighing up whether I should or not. So I'll see you then. It's really annoying because, the sun's gone in. I was just about to say the sun's come out and people in front of me have just started getting stuff out of their house. So they're walking in and out and they're watching me talking like a nutter. But at least the sun's gone in, so that solves one of my problems. You've just seen me eat the brownie in the cafe and the latte, and it was okay, quite honestly. I think I played it really safe with the brownie because I've had that before. The cakes are what scare me in there. The brownies are okay, and I know they're not huge, they're just sort of medium size, and I think I played it safe. It was still a challenge, but it wasn't as big a challenge as it should have been or could have been. So I'm a bit gutted about that I didn't do that, but I think next week I'm going to try and nail that. I'm going to go in there and get a cake, a proper cake. I'm going to hold myself to that. I'm going to do that because I don't want that to be a fear. I don't want to go there with my friends, the brownie not be on the menu, and me have a freak out and not being able to order anything. So that's the plans. But to be honest, it was still quite difficult because I was on my own. Generally, I do things like that on my own because I sort of do it when I'm in between college. I just go and I have something from a cafe and I go and do some work there because I find it easier to work in a cafe. But that's always really difficult on my own, trying to sort of justify it because I am on my own, and that shouldn't have to be a thing. And that's so disordered to be like, oh, I can only have this because I'm with people. For example, when I go out and I have a burger at a pub, everyone around me is having something similar, so it sort of justifies everyone seeing me eat it, and it sort of doesn't become a big thing because everyone else is doing the same, or they're all seeing it. But I don't want that to be the case. At the moment, I'm going and I'm having cake at a coffee shop and a latte, and I'm telling my mum that I'm doing it because she wants to know that I'm challenging myself, and I probably wouldn't do it if she didn't know. And I don't want that to be the case because I'm going to university next year, and I want to be able to go to a cafe on my own, do work, have a cake, have a latte, and that not to be a big thing. I just want that to be kind of normal, because I think that's pretty cool. Just when you see people, students doing work and having a cake and a coffee, I think that's pretty cool, and that's exactly where I want to be. And I don't want to have to justify it, and I don't have to message my mum every time and be like, look what I'm having. I don't want that to have to be the case. I want to just be able to do it because I want to. That's what I've just got to try and work towards, because that's what I want in my recovery. That's what I want. That's the end goal. And unless I actually do it, then I'm never going to be able to. So maybe the way to crack that is keep doing it until it's not a thing. Because I don't tell my mum every day that I've had lunch. I have the same lunch. but I don't tell her that. So I just want the challenges to be normal, not be a challenge, and be something that I can just do and it not to be a thing. So yeah, I guess I'm kind of proud of myself for doing that. I think I wimped out a bit with the brownie, but I'm still happy I did it. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about, was being able to do things on your own. I think it's a big part of recovery, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with because you can't really justify it. Sometimes I feel like it's like wasted calories if no one's watching it. Like, I'm having them like, this is cool, but nobody cares, nobody's watching it, so what's the point almost? But obviously there is a lot of point to it. That's exactly what I want to be able to do. I can't have people around me all the time. I don't want to have people around me all the time. I want to be able to sit on my own and be happy on my own, because quite frankly I want to be fully recovered, not just recovered around other people. Like, if I'm on my own and I refuse to have foods that I was afraid of, like old fear foods that are fine around other people, but I can't have them on my own, then I'm not really recovered and they're still fear foods. So for me to be able to say I'm fully recovered, I want to be able to eat every food on my own and not have to tell anyone about it, and it'd be fine. It'd just be that that's exactly sort of where I want to be. So I guess that's sort of the point of this video, is just to say you have to challenge things on your own. If you can only do it around other people, then you haven't really challenged it. So I guess next week, as I said, I'm going to go back, I'm going to have my cake and eat it. So, sorry to interrupt past here. So I'm recording this the day after, and I've just gone into the cafe and I just had the cake, and I'm kind of happy about it. I was feeling a bit guilty whilst I was having it. Before is the worst part, I think, and I got that anticipation of whether I should order or not, and waiting for the order to come. I get really nervous and guilty already, and that's horrible, that first part. And I wasn't feeling great, and yeah, it wasn't great. But anyway, whilst I was having it, I actually managed to enjoy it, which is nice, because at the start of recovery I wouldn't be able to enjoy it, and I just had to do it. But I really enjoyed it, enjoyed the taste of it, enjoyed the textures, all of that was nice. And after, I'm feeling a bit rubbish on the one hand, but actually I'm feeling like I'm making steps forward. I don't want to blabber on too long, because I'm pretty sure I blabbered on yesterday about it, but the way I got motivated today was I actually rewatched the footage that you're watching now that I've just cut in between. I watched myself, so I watched yesterday's bit, and that gave me a bit of motivation hearing myself talk. And I also just really had the perspective of, like, if I do this quicker, I'm going to be fully recovered quicker, and I think that's a good perspective to have, because as I think I say loads in this thing, in the bit that I interrupted, it's something that I want to be able to do, so let's just do it and get it done and get out of the way. I don't want to have to, like, pussyfoot around things like that anymore. So yeah, back to past here, but congrats to you, you did it, sort of thing. So alright, enjoy. I guess that's the end of the video, so thank you for watching. If you have anything you want to hear me talk about, or any questions you have for me that I can answer in a video, then drop it down below. This is probably good timing, as the sun is just coming back out and my face is going to be full of sunlight and I'm not going to be able to see. So have an amazing week, as that will probably be the next time I speak to you. Look after yourself, all the best in your recovery, work hard, challenge, make yourself proud, get yourself closer to full recovery. Goodbye.